Hey everyone, Michael, Tiny, Saul. Today is Sunday, June 5th at 1:36 p.m. and this is viewer request for the week of June 6, 2011. For those of you who are not familiar with what the viewer request video is, you all send me in stocks during the week. I go through them, I weed out the low volume stocks and the stocks that really aren't doing anything, and then I compile a list. The lists are getting bigger every week. This week, 20 stocks to go over, so I have to jump right into it to make the time limitation. AEP. I was watching AEP as a potential bull flag candidate, but it broke down out of that bull flag instead of breaking up. So it's not a trigger to the short side, but it just did not confirm the bull flag. So watching support points here at 37.17 and 36.92. If it breaks below 36.92, watch these moving averages as potential support. Caterpillar on the request list every week, and I am glad to go over it. Potential head and shoulders here, but this isn't really a great looking pattern here. I don't see the symmetry either in time or in price on this right shoulder, but you could see it's definitely weak since hitting the high in early May. Watch the 200-day moving average at 92.70, but there is support at 97.01 first. Cisco, okay, Cisco new multi-year lows here, looking at 15 for potential support. That's Cisco. Okay, Dell showing some okay relative strength. You can see it's in a short-term uptrend. Watch the 50-day moving average, which it's flirted with but hasn't tested yet. That's potential support. Below that, you have the 89 EMA and then the 200-day. I wish I could get more specific here, but it's not a clean-looking chart. So those are the levels that I'd be watching. Electronic Arts still showing good relative strength, but you can see rejection, maybe due for a dip. Watch the 20 EMA. Hasn't touched that since back here in early May. Another energy stock, First Energy. Okay, this one has had a nice push up. Okay, now it's pulling back here, and it has an ABC pattern here. So you have A down, B up, and then C down. Let's see what kind of symmetry we can get on this one. All right, I decided not to fool around with it and just move the A wave down. So it looks like there is potential support just below Friday's lows. So probably Friday's lows was the symmetry there, and it formed a hammer. It held the 20 EMA on a close. So this one maybe do a bounce here. Support on the downside, we have this little level right here at 42.13, and then down here at 40.80. That's FE. GLD, okay, 78.6% retracement is holding. Actually had a stop out on this on the watch list. It triggered and then stopped out break even. If it holds last week's highs, then we could see another push down. If it breaks above last week's highs, looking for a retest of the highs back here in, late April? Nope, early May. And at a minimum, and more than likely, a break of that up to the 127% external retracement. Okay, GameStop also showing some good relative strength overall, but having a little bit of wildness here. You can see with this candle, and then has the spinning top on Friday. Watch the 50-day moving average as potential support. All right, let's take a look at Google. Okay, you can see here, still looks weak. Tested and held the 62% retracement of this swing. I know, as the super gurus like to say, charts don't work, but it's just amazing when that happens. If we break through that, next level to watch is down here in the 478 area. Looks like 478.05 is what the chart's saying, but my points could be a couple of cents off. It doesn't matter anyway. We don't use exact levels. We just look at zones. You can see here the 20 EMA has been keeping a cap on this. So if this breaks, if we break these lows, watch for that retracement level down there to be seen. Let's look at Goldman. Okay, Goldman all over the place. 129.50 is now expected because we broke the 78.6% retracement of that swing. JDSU from last week we talked about. Okay, and we see that it tagged the 50% retracement and sold off. So now we're watching for a full retracement down to 1783. So look at LinkedIn. LinkedIn broke down out of the triangle to the downside. All right, below here we're watching 75.20. So we're watching 75, and then we're watching 71.85. 71.85. But let's see what sets up here. Looks like it could be a potential mini coil setting up. Okay, right here. All right, so that is LinkedIn. Here's Love Southwestern Airlines. Looks like 1, 2, could be a triple bottom setting up. Triple bottoms usually don't hold. The other alternative is it may form an inverted head and shoulders, but it has to turn up from here to form that right shoulder. Okay, Norfolk Southern Corp. Norfolk looks like it is in a bullish flag. You can see it's had a really nice uptrend since bottoming out in 09. All right, now we have the highs right here. They come in at 75.53. This high was 75 even, so it looks like that high will be tested at a minimum 75.53. Then above that, you're looking at 77.22 as potential resistance. Of course, this pattern has to hold. If it breaks down, then we're looking at a gap fill here, which comes in at 68.82. Potash. Okay, potash to me is pretty choppy right here. I had a couple of Fibonacci grids set up here, but you can see it's overall, it's just choppy and sloppy over here. I think it needs to decide if it wants to push up higher towards these highs or finally break the 200 and actually stick and get a deeper retracement. Ren, still no talk from the super guru that hyped this to no end. You can see here it's consolidating at the 162% external retracement of this little 2-day swing. So if it breaks further, we're looking at this to go into single digits. And if it were to bounce, watch the 15 area. Okay, the 15 area is a key resistance level. Research in motion, okay, right here. Nice consolidation, broke down to the downside. I talk about this on the blog. Next support point would be the 127% external retracement at 34.93. Round it up a little bit, use 35. SLV, the silver ETF, okay, looked like it broke out of the triangle, was headed higher, and then it kind of rolled over here a little bit. So definitely showing relative weakness to gold. All right, watch the support level down here at 31.97. You can use 32. And then you have the 200-day at 29.40. Okay, everyone, that's it. I will talk to everybody again next week with the next viewer request video, and stay tuned for the watch list video and the Forex video. Have a great trading week.